was a promise in my life.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. How we doing? We're now well underway in spooky season. I hope you're all doing very, very well. As you may have been able to tell from, well, firstly by how I look absolutely trash. And by the way, I'm not like sensitive about it. Like, you know, we have good days and we have bad days. Or Mojo thinks I look fly. I mean, look, the hats come in handy. But yeah, I have been pretty unwell since Friday. Yeah, I'm on the mend now. I had my first proper meal last night. I had another proper meal. Well, when I say proper, I mean I'm like eating proper food. Does everyone know about? I talk about this a lot because when my dad told me, it was just like, I think it was like in the last year. I'd never heard of this before. Brat. And I'm not talking about brat or the brat talk that's happening at the moment online. And I feel very old school. I have no idea what all that is about. But brat, in terms of the 4 foods you can eat when you don't have a very nice tummy, which stands for bananas, rice, applesauce, and toast. So yeah, those are the 4 things. And it's true. They're all really, really good. And yeah, I have spent I spent all the weekend feeling sorry for myself. And, you know, they say that the stomach is your second brain. And there is a lot of really interesting research that's been going on, especially the last 5 to 10 years, about the relationship between your stomach and your brain, and how one impacts the others. It's not just the food that you eat impacts the brain, but how you're feeling impacts how your stomach is. Yeah, I've definitely been dealing with stress symptoms, and that's got into my stomach, and it's not been pleasant at all. And it just got to that point where on a continuous basis, I'm just sat there, like, not able to, like, watch anything and that, because I'm just always like, do I need to run to the bathroom? And yeah, you know, whenever you get ill, and some people this is going to be an exception, when you get unwell, you have those moments of, I'm never going to take my health for granted again. Oh my God, how, you know, I can't wait to be able to eat, like, you know, eat whatever I want again. And then it happens with my back, although touch wood, I've not done the small of my back in for a long time, but when I do, I will be sort of borderline bed bound for a good couple of days. And whenever that happens, it's, I will never take my back for granted again. I will do stretches every day and stuff like that. And then you just soon lose the swing of it. But anyway, this episode isn't about me complaining, but I just wanted to be frank about how I am at the moment. And, you know, some of you are saying, well, Myles, why are you doing a live show? And it's a very, very responsible thing to say. And that's because you are all very, very responsible people. But the reality is, I don't like missing shows, and I know that doing this will just make me feel a bit better because I haven't been going out and stuff like that. And you always bring me a lot of positivity and energy. And this episode is all about cozy games, but I didn't want it to be just about games, because I'm going to look it up on Google on screen with you. But cozy games is a big buzzword at the moment, and I don't mean that in a disparaging way. Like, cozy games is a really cool genre, And for those that are not familiar with it, I mean, I need to look up the exact definition, but what do people in the chat think cozy games are? And are cozy games attributed only to like computer games? Like, is doing a board game, could that be a cozy game? Or, you know. And then obviously there's cozy activities like curling up with a nice blanket. God, I love this so much. Or watching a movie and things like that. But cozy games are, you know, computer games you can just put on and you just get lost in the world and you feel comforted by it. And I played a game this weekend that I've known of for many, many years called Stardew Valley, which was absolutely wonderful. And it is honestly the ultimate cozy game, as people have been saying. And as we're doing this right now, I'm thinking about jumping back into it. But I wanted to open this conversation just to hear about what games you think are cozy games, but also, like, what do you do to get cozy? Like, coziness, especially at this time of year, going into the, well, I say going into the autumn. We're technically in autumn now, right? Oh, I don't see, I'm really terrible when it comes to dates and stuff. Here, you come here for good information and things like that, and here I am just like completely unsure about all these things. So, when does autumn start? Oh, it was on the 22nd of September. See, I there you go. The autumnal equinox started at 12:44 in the afternoon, GMT, so 1:44 p.m. On the 22nd of September. So, yeah. Oh, there we go. And actually, to get a bit cozy, I did I show on my show last week? No, I didn't. Oh, when did I do it? I had this skull, and I had the reed sticking out of it. The what's it called? What are the? Do you know? I've just like this shows. I've just completely lost my mind at the moment. I just do not know what words are anymore. It's not incense. What's the oil with reeds to make nice smells? This is what I'm typing into Google. Room diffusers, right? They're just room diffusers. Diffuser reeds, right? So I had a skull diffuser reeds that I set up, and I was really excited because it was spooky and it's going to make the room smell nice. But because I started feeling really unwell at the weekend, and the smell of this kind of spicy reeds diffusing around the room, my body had that association. So whenever I came upstairs here, it just made me feel unwell. So I had it for like 3 days, and I've already got rid of it because it was making me feel rough. I don't think it's what made me sick. I mean, could that even be a thing? I don't know. But anyway, this was something else I bought. I got a nice little spooky candle, but it's a colour changing candle. How about that? And it was amazing because we light it with my awesome, I talked about this before, with the plasma. Actually, let's just do it here so you can see. It's really hard to do without looking. Here we go. Can you see that? And now it's not. There we go. I don't even know if you could have seen that. But now I put it over here, and it actually stimulates at the bottom. So it's green at the moment, but now it's changing colour. Oh, it's blue now. Look at that. Isn't that magic? I was like really blown away. And it's just like the heat, just like there's an element that detects heat, and then it starts changing colours. So that's cool. I don't think it's a scented candle though, which is a shame. But candles, I'm a massive fan of candles. Candles make me feel cozy. I talked about this before, I think, starlight, because we were trying to work out last week what starlight smells of. And it's very, very refreshing. And then this one I got, a Rinky Dink Candles, who is going to come on the show at some point. She's amazing. Created this company all by herself. I've spoken about it before and shown this. I bought this from her, which is a sleep aid handmade soy candle called Go the Heck to Sleep. And oh my goodness, it smells so good. And honestly, it really does help you sleep. What are doesn't actually say what it's actually made of here. But anyway, so candles. Candles are a big thing for me. That's my cozy thing. We're going to be talking about all getting cozy and stuff. But before we do that, we should probably do some housekeeping, right, people? But we like the candle. The candle's going good. This is good. Do you like some oil in a burner, though? There we go. See? People like this sort of stuff. We've got some cozy people in here. I love it. I love it. I love it. Want to do some housekeeping. But before I do that, I just want to say hello to everyone who's in the chat, because as I've been rambling on, you've all been chatting, and I adore you all. And while I go through this, don't forget to hit the like button or the dislike button if you haven't already. Appreciate you. So a massive hello to Chris of Yick Gamecat. Hello to you. We got Mojo. Hello. We got Canuck Tunes. We got Dominic Maguire. We've got Agramonia. Hello. We got David VR. We've got Clem Fandango. Hello, hello, hello. We got Kira Cat Lady. I still wish it showed you the little emoji on the screen when doing it. We got Jordan H. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. We've got Game Cat Behemoth. We got Nick Mulo, the Game Cat. We got BR. Hello, Mr. BR. BR. We got, Game Cat Behemoth said, lay on your belly. I think that's because that makes you feel better. That can be really, really good. And lots and lots of conversation here. I'm scrolling all the way down now. Oh, Alex VR, my buddy. Thank you, dude. And Alex, we're definitely going to have to get Alex on this show at some point. When I start having guests on and that, Alex has got so much good energy. And yeah, we actually did a show together about Hellsinger VR, Metal Hellsinger, which, oh my God, what a week. I actually did my first PSVR 2 Let's Play in 51 days, and I played Metal Hellsinger VR. We interviewed the devs on the XR podcast. Alex has been like leading the ship with that so well. And I guess I could just quickly show a bit of it. Have I got it on here? Let's have a look. I thought I had it exported. Oh, here we are. This was a clip from that Let's Play. Let's have a look. Oh. Jumping over their heads and like shooting down on them. Never stopped feeling incredible. It was so much fun. So much fun. And for those that don't know what's going on here, you have to shoot to the rhythm of the music to get the most points and stuff. But jumping over enemies and like shooting them in the head as you jump over them felt metal AF. But yeah, was a really good time. And you can't help but headbang as you're doing it. It felt so frantic in the headset. I was worried it wasn't going to translate, but looking back at the footage, I was very, very pleasantly surprised. So yeah, so Metal Hellsinger, yes. Alex, you got to play it, man. It's so good. Really, really good. I went in with very cautious feelings because, like, a lot of people I spoke to who'd played it had given mixed feelings about it. My verdict is if you're a fan of metal, you're in a very good place. If you're a fan of Doom, you're in a very good place as well. Doesn't guarantee you're going to love it. It does have frame rate issues with like the bullet hell bosses and stuff like that, and when enemies break up, and there were some weird artifacts going on in the backgrounds and stuff. But yeah, I felt so good to be live streaming again. I was really looking forward to doing more. So I did that on Thursday. Then Friday I was going to do Max Mustard. Much love to the Max Mustard guys who sent me a key after my Metal Hellsinger live stream. And I was going to do it Friday. And actually, do you want to see the Max Mustard thumbnail I designed, people? Because it's Max Mustard and Myles Mustard in the shot. So yeah, it was all ready for Friday, and then I was feeling rough, and so it never happened, unfortunately. But yeah, so I will hopefully be getting back to it. Looper just said, have you played Max Mustard yet? Well, there we go. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back to full health and then getting back into live streaming. So thank you to everyone who tuned into that. Just going through a few other bits of housekeeping. Myles Mustard is the DLC. I don't know. Max Mustard is meant to be absolutely phenomenal. Don't want to take anything away from what they've managed to do. If you like the music that you hear in the show, don't forget all of it is available on Spotify. Just search Myles Dyer Live or use the QR code or the link in the description. Always adding music there every time there is new music in the show. All from Monster Cat. Love it, love it, love it. Also, if you like the people in the chat, the wonderful, wonderful people there, join Empathy Arcade Discord. It's just somewhere where people get to hang out between the shows. I need to be more active on this, and one of the problems is I work on Discord now, and I realise I should probably get a work Discord account just so I can keep it separate. So yeah, I need to definitely have a look into that. Also, if you want to support the show, I don't even know what I'm going to say it's the price of, because I keep saying coffee, but with inflation, it's definitely much lower than the price of coffee now. You can unlock badges and emojis and all that sort of stuff. Got a store with Empathy Arcade. Check it out, questforempathy.com. Maybe I need to do something for Halloween. So much stuff I need to do. And now I can say the Let's Plays have returned, and I'm really looking forward to getting into them. So, yeah, watch this space. Thank you, everyone. Nick says, cheers from Italy. Thanks for the great shows and company. Well, the company is only possible with all of you, so much love to you, but do appreciate the kind words, and thank you for joining me, even on days like this where I am clearly not in a pristine condition. Right. Do it for the Penguins, people. Do it for the Penguins indeed. Right. Cozy games. So, I don't know if all of you know about Stardew Valley, but Stardew Valley is a game that I've had recommended to me for years. It came out in 2016, and the story behind it's quite interesting, because if I'm going to just like summarize it. Oh my goodness, sorry. I realised I forgot to tell you about the puzzle, which is in the chat. But you've already completed it. Let me just close this down. And then that's just come up, the advert. Ignore that. There we go. So yeah, you've already completed it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Was this really an easy one to do this week? Wait, no, this must be the wrong one. No, it is. It's the wrong link. Right, let me find it. This was me setting it up. So let me get the puzzle link. I was going to say, oh my goodness, if you completed it already, this should be the link. Oh no, you did complete it. Okay, so you did complete it. Well done, guys. You did that. I think that was a record for the fastest. I should have made it much tougher. But very, very well done to you. So well done, chat. You're on your A game today. On your A game today. Yeah. Cozy Games, Stardew Valley. The story behind it was created by a solo developer that worked on it for 3 years. And I think his partner, she supported him financially. Eric Concerned Ape Barone. Concerned Ape was his thing. So players take a role of a character who inherits their deceased grandfather's dilapidated farm in a place known as Stardew Valley. The game was originally released for Windows in February 2016 before being ported to other platforms. It was an open-ended game allowing players to grow crops, raise livestock, fish, cook, mine, forage, and socialise with the townspeople, including the ability to marry. Wait, and have children. I didn't even know that bit. You can have children in it. It allows up to 8 players to play online together. Oh my goodness. We need to make this happen. We need to make this happen. So here, Barone solely developed Stardew Valley for over... let me just put myself on camera, by the way. Hello again. For 4.5 years, he was heavily inspired by the Story of Seasons series. I don't know what this is. is a Japan. It's known in Japan as is it Bokoi Monogatari, formerly known as Harvest Moon. Okay, yes. With additions to address some of the shortcomings of those games. He used it as an exercise to improve his own programming and gaming skills. British studio Chucklefish approached Barone halfway through development with the offer to publish the game, allowing him to focus more on completing it. Stardew Valley has been cited as one of the greatest games of all time. Yoshiro Wada, the creator of Story of Seasons, also praised the game for retaining the freedom that later entries of his series had lost. It is also one of the best-selling games of all time, selling 30 million by 2024. That's incredible. That's incredible. One of the best-selling games of all time. And so, yeah, I always heard about it. The problem was there was an error on the PlayStation Store where on PS5 you weren't able to buy it, only wishlist it, even though it came out in 2016. And via the PlayStation app, you got to go on PS4 to then download it to your PS5. It's just one of many issues with the Sony Store. So, yeah. I jumped into it. And it is honestly amazing. But instead of like just me jumping in talking about it, I downloaded the trailer. If it's going to let me play it for you guys, let's just have a look at the trailer, shall we? Let's have a look here. Here we go. Gameplay trailer. You don't mind if I pop on screen here? Look at this. So you create your character, but you have like an energy bar, so you can't just keep doing stuff. You have to like rest and that and decide how you're going to spend your energy in day. And the music's wonderful, although maybe this is bad. Oh, that's such a cute farm they've made with their little well. Oh, that's an effort to take care of, though. You can use your scythe. Oh, that's cool. A lot of this stuff I haven't done yet. You can take care of farmyard animals. Learn to live off the land. Oh, yeah, you go mining. You can fight enemies down there. You can go fishing. He's working on his next game. Wow. But how cool. You know, even oh wow, there's snow. Of course, in the winter. So yeah, you go through the seasons, and like honestly, the seasons are so beautiful. And every day is 13 minutes. And it goes pretty quickly. This is I'm just really enjoying watching this. I always find when you start playing a game though, you shouldn't go back to trailers because when you see a trailer, you get a feel for it. But when you start playing the game, you can then start looking at stuff going, oh, that must be where that is. What, you can put sofas around like that? Wow, I didn't know that. And you can give gifts to people and build relationships with them. Christmas. That's cute. Yeah, and every season is 28 days. And then you can only plant certain things in different seasons. The music is hitting. Honestly. It is. I feel bad saying this. Like I do listen to the music, but then what I started doing the last few nights is I'll just put on Spotify on PlayStation mixed in like chill wave or like lo-fi, and there was some music that just went really well with the game. And yeah, it's just beautiful, like super chill. And I paid like $12-15 for it, and more than worth it. I'm trying to think how many hours I've sunk in already. I've sunk in a lot. But yeah, so I highly recommend it. So cozy, cozy games. Like I want to know about this terminology. Do you know what? We had such a failure last week with Mrs. ChatGPT. I'm going to give her a chance. Now. But it means I'm going to have to take my headphones out because otherwise it's going to get confusing. So let's see if we can get somewhere. Should we see, yeah? Hey, ChatGPT. I'm just hosting my weekly live show. Everyone says hello. And we're talking about cozy games and like cozy activities. And the term cozy game has become quite popular in recent years. And I think I understand what it means, but I'd love to hear a definition. But cozy games, is it specifically about computer games? Is that what popularized it? What can you tell us about the term cozy games?
Cozy games generally refer to video games that emphasize relaxation, comfort, and a stress-free experience. They're often about exploration, creativity, and gentle, non-competitive gameplay, like farming, crafting, or nurturing characters. Think of games like Animal Crossing or Stardew Valley. They're designed to be calming and inviting, offering a safe space to unwind. While the term has gained popularity within the gaming community, especially with the rise of indie games, it can certainly be applied more broadly to other relaxing or comforting activities. Would you say cozy games or activities are becoming more important as people seek ways to de-stress?
There we go. So yeah, it's I think during the pandemic as well, because like everyone jumped on board with Animal Crossing, right? I've only played Animal Crossing, the mobile game, and I deleted it pretty quickly because I was like, this is not how this game is meant to be experienced. And I don't have a Nintendo Switch. It definitely made me think about getting one. But yeah, Mojo here says card games. And do everyone, please tell me your cozy games and cozy activities. Mojo says card games and board games are cozy for me as they bring back a lot of memories of fun times with family. That's, I think, the other thing, isn't it? It's what ties in with nostalgia. I was actually having a chat last night with Brian Paul from Without Parole about like cozy PSVR 2 games, and we were trying to go through them and like Walkabout Mini Golf. Like it definitely has cozy elements. And I think it can be depending on what type of game mode you play. But Garden of the Sea, people mention, I think is good. I had a good time with it. I need to go back to it. I just wish it had a platinum trophy. Alex mentions Garden of the Sea being good. Raccoon Lagoon is really good, and it's multiplayer too. Highly recommend for a VR cozy experience. Raccoon Lagoon. Let's check this out. I'm having a look here. Raccoon Lagoon. I love that the people also ask, is it worth it? Let's have a look. Oh, nice. Yeah, it looks cute. Oh, you can go fishing. Sold. So I played a game on PSVR 2 called Across the Valley that some of you will remember me live streaming. Let me see if I've got it on here. And I had a really good time with it, but it was like a microcosm. It was like a microcosm of you know, like Stardew Valley. I wish there were like upgradables you could use to like, you know, start using sprinklers and that, but like all the mini games in it were really good. And I actually had a really good time with it, and it became a part of a daily ritual. Every day I would log on and do like another shift, but then you get to a certain point where you're just scooping up just animal dung every day, and you're like, what am I doing with my life? Like, why am I doing this virtually? I guess you don't get the horrible smell of it. But Raccoon Lagoon, all right. Interesting. So it's a casual simulation. with the Raccooniverse. That's a good one. Update, you'll get teleport movement. Hello, Island Spirit. Explore the 8 beautiful and distinct climates of the island with the fishing, cooking, farming, mining, painting, theme decorations, and many hours of story quests. You won't run out of things to do. You can invite a friend in if you wish. Just make sure you watch out for the raccoons. That's a cool one. That is definitely something I would definitely check out. Uno is a banger. I always think though, when do they stop becoming cozy? Like when they start getting competitive? Another game that I loved, and I spoke about it before, I think, was Dave the Diver. And someone actually tweeted me it earlier when I was asking people for cozy games. But yeah, Dave the Diver is amazing. Again, pixel art, really, really polished game, and like the gameplay mechanics, it just keeps on going. Like you think you've unlocked everything, and then they add more. Sorry for yawning so much. You open a sushi restaurant. It was really, really good fun. Cozy games are pretty good games to play as well. Like, to be honest, when I get my PlayStation 5 Pro, I could actually have my PS5 up here as a backup and have it connected to this machine, but I don't really want to be playing PS5 games on here. But then it would allow me to do Jackbox with you and other games and stuff, so maybe I need to look into it. But yeah, what we got? Oh, Cube was is amazing, and I think it is a cozy game as long as you don't get lost too much. But yeah, it was super chill. Here we go. Yeah, cozy games until you start applying proper Monopoly rules to Junior Monopoly. The fights that used to break out in schools. Oh my goodness. I need to be able to sit down with a blanket and veg out. I think that's actually kind of a good set, because like when I think of board games, you can play board games with a blanket, but I'm like, you have to sort of lean out. But like what you can sit on a couch and do. So yeah. Makes me want to go through my my PlayStation list and have a look. This is a good one. Nick Mulo says, honestly, No Man's Sky on flat is pretty cozy to me. So interesting that you do the distinction, because I agree. I think that in VR it's not as cozy. On Saturday mornings, I make myself some coffee and chill out on the couch, play some No Man's Sky and Tetris Effect while I finish my coffee. Yeah, Tetris Effect, I think, is a cozy game. I like it a lot. Do you know what? I've always seen I Am Bread, but I never played it, and I was always curious to know if it was any good. But I thought it was meant to be really stressful, because aren't you just like meant to be flipping around the place? I mean, let's just have a look at this gameplay video. Yeah, that doesn't look like a cozy game to me. That looks incredibly stressful. But then I don't know. Some games take you by surprise, right? And then they become quite therapeutic. So, that's interesting. Interesting suggestion there. Fisherman's Tale, Chaos says, or Fisherman's. Yeah, Fisherman's Tale. Fisherman's Tale is, yeah, I'd say that's a cozy game, actually. Even though there's some moments that I think could scare some people, like the big fish, I thought was pretty creepy at first. But yeah. Oh my goodness, yeah, No Man's Sky, they've added fishing. Okay, there's something about fishing, right? If a game's got fishing, there's like a 90% chance it's a cozy game, right? We agree? So Catch and Release on PSVR, that was definitely a cozy game. Cozy VR game. Yeah. Which is why Dredge was an interesting one, because Dredge was like Lovecraftian horror, but it was a cozy game as well, even though it was horror, which was such a weird mix. But it totally was. Euro Truck, American Truck, is also pretty cozy. Just sit back and listen to a podcast. I mean, I do want to give those games a go, even though I'm not sure about it. Yeah, Agramonia just mentioned Dredge. That's cool. Yeah, and when it comes to VR, Little Cities, I think Little Cities is a great cozy game in VR. Jackbox, perfect for annoying people. Yeah, Abzu. Oh, okay. So Journey, games like Journey, Abzu. Was it Flower? All of those games were really cozy. What was the one that came out on PS5? The creator was, well, the developers were that game company, Genova Chen, right? Didn't they make? Yeah, they did Flower, Journey. But what was the PS5 game? It was... I can't find it. Someone else will be able to remind me in a minute once I've caught up with the chat. Walk While My Grandmother Plays the Piano is a cozy game. I've not heard of that. Walk While My Grandmother Plays the Piano. It's quite a long title. So look, 9 out of 10 though. Just walk, she'll play. Feel free to break anytime you need. She'll wait. So it's just a walking simulator. That's such a cute concept. That's really cool. That's really cool. Reviews. I'm walking and she's playing the piano. 8 out of 10, my friend. About the game, she's not the best at piano. It's been a few years, but with more time on her hands, she's been playing. Please enjoy this game. As you walk, she'll play. If you take a break, so will she. What a beautiful... I feel like games these days don't truly master what this game brings to life. I've looked for a game like this, and this game is just a quite relaxing game. Sit back and let his or her grandmother play the piano. It is a must-get game. That's such a cool concept. Thank you for sharing that. And then she starts telling stories. Sorry, I've gone quiet. I'm just thinking about it. I find it quite touching. And it's like how people get immortalised in games, right? Like, what a wonderful tribute for your grandmother. Lovely. That was lovely. Oh my goodness. I watch Kira ASMR and she stayed streaming instead of evacuating. Is she in the evacuation zone? Asking for prayers for all Floridians in their endeavours. As in she's there streaming, asking for prayers. I didn't mention it at the top of the show, and I was meaning to. For those that are watching live, this Hurricane Milton is I couldn't even believe the space footage of this hurricane. Have you seen this today? Oh my God, I search Hurricane Milton and the top result is no, it was not engineered. What are people like? Yeah, check this out. This is honestly, oh man. I just want to get a better quality though. Yeah, look at this footage from space, people. This is the hurricane from space. Look at the size of that hurricane. It's just, oh man. I like, on the one hand, I'm like, I don't want to sort of, start preaching, but it's like, we need to fucking just wake up. We are doing this to ourselves. And there is so much denial. And I know a lot of it comes from the systemic reality that there's perhaps not a lot we can do, because if one country starts taking action, others won't, so they get an economic competitive advantage. And so we're basically playing a game of chicken between economies, and we're destroying the planet. Anyway, that's not what I want to talk about. I got so much love. There's people I know who either were or have family there, and just hearing the torment of them, dealing with it. It's honestly hard to even think about. And, living in an age where we have all this technology, whether it's AI or cool lighting, and being able to talk with, amazing people from around the world like we are now. I've been unwell at the weekend and now, but in the grand scheme of things, I live a very lucky life, and things can turn around very quickly with nature, because we are just flesh and blood, very soft material, and nature, and like the tons of water and the energy of wind. Was it 180 mile per hour winds, flinging around debris and stuff? Like, life is fragile. And I just want to sort of send so much love to anyone that's either dealing with it personally or got family and friends, and also obviously this hasn't been the only piece. There's a lot of other stuff going on in the world at the moment. Some stuff natural disasters, some stuff man-made, man-inflicted. But also I know there was a hurricane a couple of weeks ago that people are still reeling from. But yeah, I just wanted to sort of take a moment and send my love there. So yeah, thank you for mentioning that again in the chat. We're going back to cozy games, just as a warning, because I was just about to say Sonic Frontiers, and it would have felt like a really jerky response. Sonic Frontiers is certainly cozy when you're not fighting the bosses. I did want to jump into that game, but the price is still quite high up. I was going to wait for a discount. And Journey is a cozy game, but it is very emotional. It's absolutely beautiful, though. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, Townsman VR. Yeah, building towns is great. This is great. Looper says, playing Silent Hill 2 on easy. Feels quite cozy so far. That's good. Yeah, Silent Hill 2 remake is out. Incredible. People were just waiting for the jump scare with that lamppost game. Alex says Sunhaven is greater than Stardew. Greater. How so? How so? SnowRunner. SnowRunner is SnowRunner. I was like trying to work out what this is. The ultimate off-road experience. Looks carnage. Looks carnage. Brian! Oh my god, it's Brian. Good to see you, dude. We were just talking about cozy games, because we were talking about this last night, like what makes a cozy game and stuff like that. And it is stuff that involves crafting, fishing, and usually lends itself to indie games and pieces like that. So yeah, I want everyone in the chat. I know we've been asking for your suggestions. Right now, if you had, like, let's just say you had the perfect setup in your living room, in your bedroom, and you could have any game experience or any cozy activity. Let's say it doesn't just have to be gaming. It could be anything. You're feeling down, feeling poorly, you want to feel better. What is the number one cozy thing that you want to engage in? And now, having said that, I feel like I'm going to be tripping myself up. Let's have a look here. Everyone's saying hello to Brian. Popsicle says, us Brits moan about our weather, but we don't get tornadoes or massive earthquakes. Yeah, I mean, I do remember there was a tornado when I was little in like Lower Early, which is just outside Reading. And like it cracked a chimney or something. Oh man, I've not read Charles Trippy's name in a while. Evacuated his family. Oh, St. Pete's, yeah, so all on that coast. Sorry, I'm so far behind on the chat. Do you know what it is though? It's because when I'm scrolling in the chat, I'll show you what my chat box looks like. It's this. I'm scrolling. Do you want to do that? And you see on the right hand side, like here, you've got that little marker. And so as I'm scrolling down, it goes from like the halfway point to there, and I'm like, oh, I'm near the bottom. But it doesn't. It doesn't mean that. Like this bit takes forever. And so as I'm like, oh yeah, I'm catching up with the chat, it turns out I've got loads more to catch up with. There needs to be a better indicator of where I am in the chat. So I just wanted to mark that out. Brian says we're cooked, but it was a good run. Yeah. We're all dust in the wind. I love all this sort of stuff. Lego games. That can be good. And there we go. Here, Brian said, Myles. Cool. I'm so far behind. Right. Hot chocolate. Man, I might have some hot chocolate after this show. That is a great suggestion. Great suggestion, David. I might have that. And Popsicle said the one that I thought, so I might say. Game Cats, Behemoth says, smoke a blunt. Why not? Oh, Roller Coaster Tycoon. I never played Zoo. Did I play Zoo Tycoon? I always wanted to play Planet Coaster, but I never got into it. On console, like I think you need to do it with a mouse and keyboard. Is Theme Hospital a cozy game? I liked Theme Hospital. The Sims. The Sims is a cozy game. Surely The Sims is a cozy game. Half-Life 3. I mean, if it is, honestly, fair enough. Lego, Madison VR. Interesting. Actually, this is what I was saying to Brian last night, is if you want to find out what the ultimate cozy game is, what you need to do is have a spectrum, and you say, on the spectrum, at one end, we have Madison VR. On the other end, in terms of how it makes you feel, it's like, what is the polar opposite of Madison VR? I think that could be a good way of doing it. Stardew Valley sounds like a location from Pokemon. I know, it's got a great name. A bowl of muesli with hot milk. Porridge, right? Porridge. I haven't had porridge in a while. Oh, man, I'm getting my appetite back. This is good. Siago says, if I had the ultimate setup, I'd mod the heck out of Skyrim. So it's super high graphics, and just wander around in VR for hours kicking mud crabs and whatnot. Cozy for me is a mobile quiz games and riddles winding down with a cup of tea. That's nice. Bath with music, then a cozy movie or game. Nice. Old DOS games. I remember going to PC World and there was like a floppy disk bin where you could pick up like games like Hugo, which are like these point and click adventures. Super cool. Yeah, it got less. Theme Hospital got less cozy the further you got, but earlier on it's pretty cozy. GTA San Andreas was cozy because it helped you get your rage out. That's interesting. To be honest, I think Grand Theft Auto, like if you're on a server and you can just go for drives and stuff, that could be cozy. Cool. Well, honestly, people, thanks. I honestly can't believe we're 6 minutes to the top of the hour. I mean, where has time absolutely flown with this? You guys were super quick with the puzzle. And I feel like we haven't, like normally I talk about a lot of different topics, but we've just absolutely smashed it. And I'm really happy with this color changing. But it seems to be just blue, right? Oh, no, that's purple now. It's purple. That's good. It's nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Red Dead Redemption 2 can be cozy when you're just riding through the wilderness. That's true. Did I say Hugo? Yeah. Do you remember Hugo? Hugo's House of Horrors. That was it. Oh, yeah, I saw this at the start. Unpacking is the ultimate cozy game. Is it? I mean, I'm not saying like you should. I'm not trying to deny what you feel. I don't know if unpacking is for me. But I'm definitely going to play some Stardew Valley tonight. After this live stream, I've got to do a bit more work, just so I'm in a good place for tomorrow. And then I'm going to try. I'm just going to try and give myself a couple of hours. And by the way, at the end of last week's show, didn't we jump into big screen? We did it after Without Prol, but didn't we do it after this show as well? I don't know if we did, but it was really, really good fun. Jumped in. We were watching horror movie shorts. If we get to a point where a lot of us have MetaQuest headsets, or if you have Steam VR and a PSVR 2 headset, we should do some more get-togethers. I like doing the short movie streams in big screen. It was really, really good fun. But listen, people, we're coming towards the top of the hour, and as will come as no surprise, I need to switch off. I'm going to have a hot chocolate and a banana, I think. Good suggestion on the hot chocolate thing. Good. That's definitely a good comfort thing. And then I am going to just probably do an hour of work, maybe an hour more. Get a few things done. And then I'm going to wrap things up and then take my blanket downstairs and play some Stardew Valley, which is really great. So yeah, I want to say a massive thank you, everyone. I really adore hanging out with all of you. And I know last week it was about dealing with October blues. I was feeling quite depressed and down, and clearly as a part of that, I was then getting unwell. So it was one thing feeding into the other, but it's all part of a process. I'll pick it up. And yeah, look at this, man. Someone said I looked like Eminem earlier at a glance. I'm not sure about that. But yeah, I haven't even like let my beard grow like this for a while. But we are getting to the season, so maybe. Oh, that was what I was watching. I was watching Dexter New Blood, and I finished watching it on Saturday morning, lying in my bed with my laptop screen on its side, so I didn't have to tilt my head. There are commands, right, that can rotate your monitor screen 90 degrees, but I think you have to go through the settings, and it's always a bit much. But yeah. Anyway, I'm just going to stop rambling. I just want to say I appreciate you. I adore you. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. And before we wrap things up, it's always important we take a moment to think about what we are grateful for. So I invite you all to engage in a bit of vitamin G. What is vitamin G? Vitamin G, vitamin gratitude, is just where you take a moment every day. And I always talk about how when my head hits the pillow at night, that's often when I do it. And you don't have to share it in the chat now, but I obviously invite you to, is just to think about one thing that you appreciate in life, because just the act of thinking about gratitude is really good for your mental health. It's really great, because it also means if you're feeling a bit low, by expressing gratitude, it might be misconstrued as like, oh, giving gratitude to someone is doing something for them. But it's like, no. When you think about what you're grateful for, it reinforces the great things that life has to offer. And obviously there's a lot of terrible things in the world and a lot of terrible things people have to go through. And we, I assume that you're all on the same page as me. I always want to strive for a world that is paramount on reducing pain and suffering on others. That's the goal. And one of the ways we do that is just thinking about what we're grateful for and just focusing on the good things in life. So with that said, I invite you to take a moment, and again, you don't have to share it out loud, but think about what you're grateful for vitamin G. I'm going to say I am grateful for... Oh, man, I've got a few things that come to mind. I have a colleague at work. I mean, I'm incredibly grateful for so many of my colleagues at my work, but I have a colleague called Katya, who she just said some really kind things to me yesterday, and like really expressed appreciation. And And it was at a time that I was feeling incredibly depressed. And, you know, people don't have to... There's one thing to just, you know, do a passing compliment, but she, like, really went into detail and stuff, and it really meant a lot. And for me, one of the best feelings in the world is mutual respect. Like, I have so much respect and appreciation for her. And as I mentioned, it was a time that I was feeling pretty down. And it really hit me because when I ended the call with her, I literally burst into tears. Like, it really hit me that way, and I'm getting teary thinking about it now. So yeah, I was incredibly grateful for Katja, as well as many of my colleagues. But that is definitely something that comes to mind from thinking about the last few days and that. So yeah, shout out to Katja. Having a look at your vitamin Gs. Let's go here. Thank you, Mojo. We appreciate you, Myles. We love you. Love is one of my favourite words. It's so good. I love the English language. Kira Cat Lady says, my vitamin G is for the support I have to solve my problems at my internship and stand up for myself. Support, always important. Really good, Kira. Good to hear it. Kill Artist says, what's up, Myles? Not much at all. It's a pretty plain ceiling. Hope you're doing good. Game Cat says, Behemoth, I'm grateful I can't smoke bud anymore. Well, I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're not, like, suffering for any reason. Clem Fandango says, Vitamin G, having a close and supportive family, and hearing you said that, I need to speak to my family. I need to speak to my friends. I have been so disconnected from so many people the last, like, 2-3 weeks. I've been disconnected from nature. I've been disconnected from my needs in terms of, like, fitness and well-being. I definitely need to really turn that around. So, like, hearing vitamin Gs is a really good way of going, oh, I'm grateful for that as well. And, like, this is good. Nick says, don't know if you saw my vitamin G related stuff I put in Discord last week. That tiramisu recipe is double thumbs up. I need to go check it out. And yeah, do join the Discord. Because we have amazing stuff posted like this. That's super cool. Game Cat Behemoth. Can't smoke till I find some. Okay. Always love the blue hearts. Dominic Maguire says, I'm grateful for a big walk in the park today. Autumn is beautiful. I need to go and feel it. I've been enjoying it in Stardew Valley in the meantime, though. Big Harry Marty says, I'm grateful for the holiday I recently had over in September weekend in Millport. The firework display was amazing. Good. Mojo says, my vitamin G this week is probably for all the people in my life I have to help me through hard times and when I feel I need to be more sociable too. That's lovely. Chris says he just finally caught up. When I listen to you at 2 times speed and I catch up, you suddenly sound drunk. It is weird when you put things slow. All right, people, wrapping up the hour, I just want to say one more time, I'm grateful for all of you. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you join the Empathy Arcade Discord if you haven't already. Follow me on socials. I haven't really been posting on them, but X and Instagram tend to be the main ones. Just keep being good to yourselves as we enter the next phase of the year. And if there's someone you've not spoken to in a while that you care about, just give them a text. And I should do that myself as well. Thank you. I hope that you'll have a wonderful rest of your week. Do hit the like button before you end. And as always, it's time for your final thoughts. So love, respect, empathy, and adios. Till next time. Much love, people. Much love indeed.
Far away, but the road. I was chasing sunsets all alone. The darkness faded, painting goodbye big sky. Far away but dreaming of your ocean eyes.
It's the 9th of October, and my calendar I've got on my wall is still on 30th of September. I need to wipe down the whiteboard and update it. But yeah. Oh no, too smoky. That is like the word. Like, I know that you're not meant to use this for drinking from this TNT Crash Bandicoot piece, but it's cool. But if you were to drink out of it, that would just like go all the way down. It's an interesting design. Cool. No, the smell of blown out candles is epic. Nothing for me to discuss. I'm going to get some rest after a bit more work. But hot chocolate first. Definitely. Thank you for recommending that. Have a wonderful week, people. Adore you. Bye-bye.